Hi, welcome back to day 6 of the Light the World, Build the Kingdom challenge, where each day we're getting on our knees, asking God what is one thing that we can do to light the world, to make the world a better place, and build the kingdom of God on the earth. And then acting proactively on whatever we get. So my thought for today comes from Genesis, where it talks about how we are made in the image of God. God actually says that let us make man in our own image, after our own likeness, male and female, and then he creates them and says, let them have dominion over the fish and the fowl and all the different things, so that humans will have this dominion over the earth. Now, how do you apply that to you and me? I believe that each of us, as being made in the image of God, are creators. We're here to create our own world, to have dominion over our own environment. Now, that doesn't mean that you have dominion over some things and not other things, like, okay, maybe you have dominion over your pet or your garden, but you don't have dominion over your body or your weight or your health, or your don't have dominion over your finances, or you don't have dominion over your relationships, or all these different areas that sometimes we think are just so out of our control that we don't have any control over that. We actually do. We have dominion over it. But does that mean that we control it and we micromanage it and hardcore make things happen? I don't believe so, because if you go back and you look at God and the way he created things, he didn't say, I really need some light. I really, really need some light. Where can we get some light? He doesn't go into that needy space, and he doesn't go into, there's going to be light whether you like it or not. We're going to manipulate this, so we're going to make the light. No, he says, let there be light. Let there be light. As if he is asking the elements and nature to cooperate with him, by independently almost, as if they are made out of, as Wallace Wattles called it, thinking stuff, that they're intelligent matter, that there's a spirit in all these things. And he just says, let there be light, and there was light. And he created each of things on those days, everything from plants and animals to people, by saying, let there be this. And in the New Testament talks about where Jesus is the Word, and that the worlds were framed by the Word. And it's just, he spoke it into existence. He just got clear on what he wanted. Specifically, we want light, let there be light, and allowed it to happen instead of perhaps micromanaging it to make it happen. And so a lot of times I think we get really, when our lives aren't going the way we want them to, we get really graspy and really needy, or we try to force things to happen the way we want them to happen. And I believe if we follow the way God does things, his way of doing things is very just flowing and easy. And he's just speaking it into existence and allowing it to let it be. And the elements in the universe just obey his command. They know he's not going to ask them to do something that's going to be problematic. They trust him completely. And I believe as we get to that point in our lives where we're not trying to micromanage or control the people in our life or the way things show up, and we just allow people to be themselves and don't try to micromanage the other people in our lives, they're going to respond to us better, just like those elements responded to God and moved into the shapes and forms that he wanted them to. I believe as we deal with other people, whether it's in our work or our families or wherever, if we come from that place of just loving and allowing and saying, let's do this. It makes me think of my son, Joshua, when he was a little kid. He would say, we could make cookies, and it was such a upbeat, hey, we could make cookies. And I wanted to make cookies because he made it fun and he was like all happy about it. I had another child that wasn't always asking it that way. I'm like, oh, you probably won't make me any cookies, will you? Well, I didn't. I did it anyway, but I was much more readily to say, hey, let's make cookies, from the attitude of, hey, we can make cookies. So the same way in your life, if you approach it with the knowledge that you have dominion over it, you can control it. And then the second is that you can not only control it, you're not really controlling it, but you're allowing it. You can get specific about what you want and then collaborate with all of creation to make it happen, just like God does. So I don't know, mull on that a little bit. See how that works for you, and see if any insights come for you in that creation process. And I hope you'll join us for the 90-day challenge. And I believe as you keep doing that, you're going to notice that you're more in tune, and you're going to get some insights on how to rearrange and recreate your world, because God's going to help you as you put Him first. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.